Hey everybody, welcome to Valheim. Today is the day. I am so excited. I've been looking forward to this for such a long time. But today is the day we are getting rid of this and we are making a much fancier build, and we're getting rid of this and making a much fancier bridge. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited. Um yeah, so we're going to do like our low level house build, warehouse build, everything build. We're doing it all. And then we're gonna come back later in the game. I'll do like kind of like our medium tier housing once you unlock more materials, and then towards the end of the game, I'll come back and do a high tier thing. But right now, we are sticking with low. Um, we have our basic building materials here that we're going to be doing it with, and we're going to be doing the bridges, like I said, and the house, and some other stuff as well, which we'll get into as we go. But there's a few things we have to do first for preparation, and the big one is we have to level out this island and make it a little bigger as well. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have the island not quite this high, maybe kind of at the height I'm at now, and it's going to be flat, which means the bridge also has to be at this level I'm at here. So I think what we're going to do first is I'm going to remove this section of bridge, flatten out a small area, and then we're going to start with our bridge. Our bridge will be the first thing we're building. And then once that's built, I'll come back, I can start removing the housing, start the existing housing, start flattening the rest of the island, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to get this kind of flattened off to a point that I'm happy with, and then I will be back. Alright. A lovely weather for building. But I'm thinking this is the height that I want to have my island at. It's a little higher than where the bridge is now, and the reason I like this is if enemies do end up in the water, they won't be able to get up. So it kind of acts like a wall. So if we do have an invasion, they'll have a hard time getting onto this island unless they cross one of these bridges. So, yeah, I think that makes sense. So what we're got to do now is start tearing apart this bridge. I have a portal set up on both sides, so I can still get to the mainland if I need to. But let's start doing that. Yeah, let's have some to eat first though before I die here. Okay. Temporary bridge has served us well, but it is time to go. Oh, crafting station. Okay, well, whoa. This is another reason it'd be nice to have it high. Is because when the waves do get large like this, the bridge ends up underwater and it looks kind of silly. So, yeah. Bigger bridge is more better. I will be right back. Alrighty. There we go. Oh no, there's legs in the water here still. Am I gonna be able to get rid of these? Yeah, maybe not. Oh, yes, I can. Oh no, I'm so close. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No drowning. Okay. We have done most of it. This is also going to have to be fixed up on this end. I realize. Remove some of this. Yeah, these buildings are not going to be staying here. Because they are also sort of in the way. Cool. So let's talk about the design of this bridge. What is it going to look like? It's going to be too wide. And it's going to have a roof. Because of the way the decay mechanics work in this game, we need a roof on this thing, or else all the wood is just going to end up rotting on us, and it's going to look terrible. And we don't want it to look terrible. We want it to look spectacular. So, let's start kind of hereabouts, maybe? Yeah. And that's looking pretty good there. And eventually when it comes to building our actual house, we are going to have It's not going to be wood the whole way. But I'm going to use wood for now as spacing. Because I want everything on this island to sort of be on this grid, so it all lines up nicely. And you'll see why I want that later. But, yeah, this is going to be our bridge. Let's start bringing it out to where we want it. Also, we have the awesome new snapping tools, which are very handy. Oh, now it's got to be long. So, let's think about how we want this to look. Let's build a couple sections and see how we want it to look. I believe we can get out 4 platforms before we need support. Is this true? 1. Well, I guess we can get out even farther now because we're using the bigger wood, the better wood. It's more... There's more support. Okay, cool. We are going to keep the gaps though. For decorative reasons. Good, so now it's green. That means that these things are actually on the ground. Good stuff. Let's bring this out. Let's see if we can keep doing this. And we'll go out the full way. Just make sure it all works. You can see for the temporary bridge, I did have to raise the ground under the water to make it work. Hey. Okay, cool. I mean, so far so good. I am going to keep doing this, and when we come back, this bridge is going to be all the way across over there. Kind of. Well, actually, yeah. No, it will be. It'll be over there. Looking pretty good. We have reached a point now, though, where I need to do something about this. So I'm going to remove all of this stuff. No one's using this anymore anyways. We're just going to pull all this apart. I'm going to move those chests and the stuff that is in these chests. Maybe just kind of up here for a little while. Josh is working on a fancy project here as well, which is very cool. But, yeah, we're just going to get this out of the way, and we're going to continue the bridge up over here. And then we can get to decorating it. This is not how I'm leaving it. Do not worry. We're going to make it much fancier. And also, look at this. The stuff is already starting to decay. So, yeah, we definitely need to get the roof on top of this pretty quickly. But, we'll get back to it. I want to get this out of the way and get the decking built first, and then we'll get to the roof. So that means it's time to break down some of these houses. Alright. I mean, this place is basically just the communal dumping pile, so... Kind of nice to finally get rid of it. Whoops. Why won't you break? There we go. Cabin, you served us well for a little while, but it is time to go. I mean, it really only served us well for like 1 episode. Alright. Now, I mean, it would look kind of cool to have stuff at the end of the bridge, like a couple buildings. I might put something at the end of the bridge, a little shack of some sort. I don't know, we'll see how it looks. Okay. Well, that's 2. We need 3 and 4. The snapping is such good tech. Oh man. I don't remember if we didn't have it last time or we just didn't know it existed, but it's so much easier to build with the snapping. That's not a roof? Outrageous. Okay, well, whatever. This beehive is going to have to leave as well. Sorry, bees. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get that the rest of the way, and then we'll come back and discuss what we are going to do with the rest of this bridge. Alright, deck is done. I am gonna have to come back and repair some of this stuff. Oh, I wonder why those degrade so quick. Is it because they're in the water? I don't know. Okay. So, this is how I envisioned it. I like the look of the square beams better. I think they look more fun. So, too high. Let's do one section here, just to see. Just to see how we like it. Okay. Too high, we are going to have this along the edge like so. Because it'll look a lot nicer from out here. It looks way more finished than just having the bare deck. Now, this is where I'm intrigued to see how this would look. If we do something like this, you don't want to snap, but you'll snap there. Okay. Is that too girthy? Let's see. Do we want that, or do we want... Maybe we'll use the round logs for in there. And what pitch of roof do we want for this is also a good question. That's the low pitch. I think the low pitch will be fine, or else it's going to be too high. I think if we do this, it's going to look funny. Yeah, that's huge. I like the smaller pitch roof. Okay, good. Decision made. Perfect. So, that's one option. And we'll probably bring logs along the top as well. What do we think? Or is that too much? That might be too much. Yeah, it looks kind of funny with the thatch poking through the wood. I think we'll get rid of those. If we change our mind, we can come back and do it later. Alright, let's, instead of these round, or these square guys, let's try it with the round. This might look a little better. Just to switch it up. And at the same time, do we want this giant wall, or would we rather a half wall? I feel like this looks less boxy than this. Or is this too high? Man, so many decisions. Because the other thing we could do is use the Elder Power for literally no reason. Let's get rid of this. if we do, instead of 2 high, we do 1.5. It does look a little silly being as high as we had it. Maybe. I also don't want the camera to go all wonky when we're running through here. Which is another thing that happens when you're in a building that's too low. I think I like that better. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do this on both sides. And let's see how it looks when we're done. Okay. I think that's looking pretty good there. I think this is what we're going to do the whole way across. Now, these do keep decaying, even though there's a roof on them. I think it's because they're in the water. That's the only thing I can think of. So I think we're just going to have to deal with the fact that those are going to decay, and we're going to have to be okay with it. But I do like the way this looks. Let's carry it on down, and then we can finish decorating it after we have the base structure in there. Yeah, I'm happy with the way that looks. I think it looks pretty cool. Oh, I just realized I made a big mistake. Right here, this is only 3 wide. Oh, no. That sucks. That means I have to push this whole section back that way. Ah, okay. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's a little annoying. At least I realized it now. I'm going to make sure all these other sections are properly spaced, but this one is definitely not. Yeesh. Okay. I think we got ourselves a bridge. Oh, yeah. Looks a little funny underneath with those little tiny logs, but I'm not changing it now. And it's high enough that in these giant waves, the water is not going over the decking, which is also real good in my books. Now, a couple other things we could do is bring these sort of X features the whole way down, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that. I think it looks pretty good for now. The only other thing I want to do is put some torches in here for light, because it is dark at night. I also added these little beam cross sections just to break up the roof. The roof is kind of flat and boring, so that added a little bit more interest. So there's 8 sections, so I think what we can do is if we do torches on every second section, including the ends, it should work out symmetrically. So like torches, 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 torches. Yeah, that works perfectly. So let's do that. I have these wall sconces. Oh, I need to be close to a forge for this? Are you serious? Ugh. Thank God we have the unlimited craftables. So how does that look? I would like to put it higher, but then the flame's gonna be like in the wood. There's no flame on this one. You think it's too high? Maybe it's too high. Oh my god. That is not the right button. Oh, it's too high. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, too far from the forge. Okay, well, I'm going to get this place outfitted with these torches, and then I think we're going to be done with the bridge. At least for now, until we get more building materials. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run these torches down, and then that'll be it for the bridge. Oh, we could put like a stag head on either side, up here, or like a weapon of some sort. Oh no, we'll come back to that. Looking pretty good. How's it looking from out here? Oh yeah, that's a bridge, baby. So the only other thing I might do is this. Let's see how this looks. You can do this on either end of the bridge. Or like up there even. I think here will look better. 5. Sure. Okay, we'll do that on both ends. And then we're going to have to come back and start dealing with that island. We have a lot of leveling to do, and that means I also have to move my house. Which is going to be a bit of a to-do. Maybe I'll put my bed on the bridge for now. I could do that. I think that's probably what I will end up doing. Yeah, nice. Looking pretty good there. Oh, actually, what I should be doing is putting the boars. And I could call it, like, a Hog's Head Bridge or something. Yeah. Oh, you dear. Deer are more fun. Let's get rid of all this junk. Oh. Yeah, there we go. We'll keep this stuff here for now. Is this enclosed enough that I can use it? No. In that case, let's get rid of it. Okay. So, before we start leveling, let's talk about what we're going to do. So, my house is going to be over here. Probably starting right on this corner, actually. And it's going to go off that way. So we got to get this island built out further as well. This house is 5 wide. I want it 7 wide. I do want it 7 wide. And how long are you? Oh, it's 5 by 5. Well, I definitely want it longer than 5. It might be like 7 by 11. The plan is the house is going to be where I have all my cooking stuff. And I'm going to have like a bedroom on the 2nd floor. And then out here on the other side of the road, starting maybe in this area even, I'm going to have like a warehouse building with all of my chests for storage. And then on the end of that, I'm going to have another building, which is going to be... Oh, sorry, the warehouse building is also going to have all my crafting stuff, except for my smelters and my charcoal kilns, which is going to be on another little building on the back side of the warehouse, which is going to be here. So why don't we start with the house? Because I'm going to need a bed, and actually, because of where this house is, it means I should be able to build my other house here without having to dismantle this, which would be good. So why don't we start doing that now? I'm actually going to move it back one more gap. And we'll start it back here. I do want to level the ground, though. So yes, the house corner will be here. And it's going to go 7 that way and maybe like 11 off in that direction. Cool. Leveling first, though. Let's level. And maybe the rain will be done by the time we're done leveling. Fingers crossed. Okay. So there we go. I said 7 wide originally. I changed my mind. I wanted 8 wide. And the reason for that is I want to use these double doors, these gate doors. And to be centered, it means the building has to be an even number across. So, I mean, it looks super wide. I'm wondering if I should do 6 instead of 8. The problem is, on the second floor, like I want to bring it one section in of roof and then have the second floor. So that means the second floor is only going to be 6 wide if we do that. Which doesn't leave a lot of space for stuff because of the way I'm going to design the second floor. The second floor is mostly going to be open other than where my bedroom is. So you know what? I think I've talked myself into it. We're gonna keep it as 8. 8 wide. Maybe 11 or 12 long. So that means this is where I'm expanding out that way. And then, that is so much smoke. Yeah, so we're going to expand that way. So I have a 12 wide house. 12 long house, 8 wide. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think this will work. Yeah, it's pretty big. I'm going to make the land around it a little bit nicer as well, but for now I want to just get the building itself done before we start worrying about that. I'm probably also going to have doors on this side and probably doors in the middle here as well. So I guess let's just do that. Let's do it, shall we? Where are we here? Give me some doors. Now, what did we say? It was 11 wide, so these doors will not be centered. But I'm okay with that. Those might get moved in the future, but for now, that's fine. So, how do we want this to look? I guess the idea is we get the rough sort of outline up, and then we worry about fancifying it. Now, what I was saying earlier about the second floor. Second floor is going to be offset by 1 on all sides here. Is that aligned? It is aligned. So the second floor is going to be 6 by 9. And its corner is going to be here and here. But we got to do some stuff on the interior to make that work. But I guess for now, what we want to do is just get the framework up, right? No, I like that. Those X's. Which means I think we got to make this out of the square beams instead. Yeah. That'll be a half. Oh, you know what? That's not going to work because it's not an even number. Like, these are going to meet at a weird angle, right? Is that true? That might not be true. Let's, Oh, I keep trying to use Q for the pipette tool from, Boundary. That is the wrong game. Now, in the interior, we are going to need more of these round logs for structural support. Because the square ones, the distance doesn't go quite as far as we're going to need. Come on. Fit. And now you... Yeah, that works. Cool. And I think I do want... We can't do that. I was going to say I want a little bit of overhang on the sides, but we can't really do that. It's not going to work. Okay. That's fine. Let's get these frames up. And then we'll come back and revisit how we're going to do the rest of this. So framework, and then... Yeah, we'll be back. Man, I love the building mechanics in this game. They're so good. You actually have to kind of build it as if you're building like an actual structure, IRL. But that's sort of what I had in mind for the main floor. And you can see I have the second floor kind of outlined here, where that is going to be. Now, the whole thing is not going to be second floor. A lot of it is going to be open right to the roof. The second floor proper might just be from here onwards, these four. And then across to here. So 4 by 6, I guess, is what that would be. Which means we're going to have a staircase here. So let's get that staircase in. If we do a staircase, I'm worried it's going to be too shallow. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4... It's 5. We need 5. Yeah, that's the length of the entire building. That is less than ideal. Oh, no, you know what? It's not the length of the entire building. It's almost the length of the entire building. We have this little gap here. Okay. Maybe. That might work. Now, do we want it a 1 wide staircase or a 2 wide staircase? This might be too wide. Yeah, I think that's too wide. That looks funny. We'll keep it at 1. Cool. So that also means we are going to have structure coming out this way. Oh, that bloom. It's a lot of bloom. Let's put some support poles in here as well. Okay. Sure, I like that. We'll put our floor down. Now, I did realize that these are all going to be getting removed because we have the wall section with those already attached. Same with these guys, actually. Those will also be getting removed. Now, it does mean we're going to have to do something to make it work downstairs, because otherwise it's going to look kind of funny. We might leave this open. Yeah, I think we're going to have to leave that open. I'll show you what I mean in a second here. Let's get this flooring, because we're losing structural integrity. And that seems bad. So this is going to be roof. This is actually not going to be roof. But we'll deal with that later. If we go like this... just to keep it looking good. If we didn't, down here there would be a strange gap right here. I think it would look kind of funny. So I think this is correct. This is the correct approach. Alright. So, what we can do is let's put roof on here before I forget what we're doing. Because this needs to be roof. All of this also needs to be roof. Cool. Okay. So, what is this floor going to look like? I don't want it too much higher than we already are. Yeah, like... that's 2 wall sections. That's probably high enough. That might even be too high. Maybe not. Right? This is 2 wall sections, right? 1... yeah, 2 wall sections. Yeah, I don't think we want to go any less than that. So, that should be fine. Are you going to break? Oh. Good. Whoa, that is not correct. Yeah, it's snapping weird. I don't think we need this. That's fine. It's a little taller than I would have liked. I think it'll be okay. Okay. In that case, let's not worry about it. So I'm going to frame in the rest of this. And then we'll be back to finish off the walls and stuff. Oh my god. Ouch. Alright, looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. I have my fire pit here, or my chimney as well. It's going to be a really big chimney because I found that the 2 holes with 2 fire pits are not enough. Like, the roof still fills with smoke. It was kind of silly. So I'm hoping this is like a 3x2. Should be enough. Should be. Oops, I gotta do this as well. I forgot about this. Gotta replace these with this. Oh, what did I just break? I think I broke something I wasn't supposed to. Uh, yeah, I'm definitely breaking things I'm not supposed to. I can't see what they are, though. In that case, we're not going to worry about it. So, I think we're going to get ready to do some walls. I'm going to go around, because I still got to do the same kind of thing on the downstairs floor as well. With all of these. And then maybe we'll start walling things up. I think it's time. Walling and roofing. Okay, there is the roof. And our chimney. We just got to... Well, get rid of this ladder. We just got to put in the walls, and then our structure will be done, other than the decoration. Now, I don't know about this roof. I might want to bump it out on the front, at least one, and I was wondering if I want to also bump it out down here by one as well. But then it's just going to be hanging, which doesn't... Yeah, I don't know about that. The front, I probably will. I'll probably bring it out at least one, at least on the bottom level here. Or maybe even two, because of this deck I have at the front here. Yeah. I will probably do that. But we'll do that during the decoration phase. Right now, it is wall phase. So let's get going on the walls. I do like the way it's looking, though. I think it's coming together pretty well. And like I said, I will fix up the island around here. I'll plant some tree seeds and stuff. Make it look a little nicer than it is. Because right now, it is pretty dang ugly. Not like our beautiful bridge. Our bridge is beautiful. Okay, let's get some walls up. Alright, check it out. Looking pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. The only thing we need now are fire pits. And what I would like to do is put it right in the middle here. The problem is, I only want 2, and this is 6. So I was thinking, if I did something like this with the floor, we might be able to sneak it. Yeah, this is going to work. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. If the chimney works, and then we'll look about getting some furniture in here. And we'll start moving stuff out of my old house into my new house. Yeah, this looks pretty dang sweet. Excellent. See how it looks from the outside. And I do think I'm going to extend this roof over this front part, and then the back roof over the back part. But everything else, I think I'm going to leave it as it is. And yeah, the island will be brought over here. But yeah, I think that is where we are going to leave this building for now. Because we still have to build our warehouse, which is going to be significantly easier than this, because it's literally just going to be a box with a flat roof. Yeah, so that's going to be a little easier to build. But we got to get all the stuff out of here into that building. I think we're going to start working on that right now. Okay, out with the old, in with the new. We're doing a quick demolition here. Perfect. Goodbye, house. You did a good job. I will miss you. But I actually won't, because my new house is way better. Oh, there she goes. Going out in style. Nice. Cool. Alright, let's take a look. I think it's looking pretty dang sweet. I'm not sure if I want windows down here or not. I don't think I'm going to put windows here. And these chests are temporary. These chests are just what was in here. This is all getting moved over into our, what's going to be like our warehouse, which you're going to work on right after I show you this. Oh, yeah, look at it. Got some decent decorations. I think it's a mighty fine starter house. Just a, you know, a wee entry-level house. Got my throne. King of the castle, king of the castle. And a chest with my finished food and my raw ingredients. I think this is great. That's great. And lots of room for activities and expansion, so we will be looking at that in the future. But for now, I think we're going to call it good on this house. More importantly, what we need now is our warehouse, which is going to be starting back over here. I think we're going to do 5 by 7, maybe 5 by 9. And I want it lined up with this corner of the house. Oh, I still need to bring the roof extended back over here. I'll do that later. It's going to just mirror this, basically. But yeah, we're going to focus on the warehouse now. I'm going to bring this back here, do a little bit of leveling, and then we will get to building. Right, and that is the foundation for our warehouse. It's going to go another half block higher because I want it in line with that door. It's going to have a flat roof. There's going to be a bridge coming from that door over to the flat roof, and then probably on this side there'll be a staircase coming back down. Should look pretty cool. Obviously it's just going to be wood because that's the only material we have right now. But yeah, this is going to be where all our crafting stuff is and all our storage chests are. I have this as a placeholder, and then out over here is where we're going to have all our furnaces and stuff. But we're working on this right now, so let's keep working on this. Alright. Oh, the fog comes in just as I unpause. Yeah, anyhow, there is our building all framed out. I realized I made it 1 too wide. So we're going to keep this. We'll have a little bit of roof come off. Have a nice little deck thing here. But yeah, it's going to be a flat roof. These, I'm thinking I'm keeping those open as like windows or ventilation or something. Maybe I'll like close every second one, so like close, open, and so forth. I don't know yet. But either way, this is the way it's going to look. Let's get the walls up and the roof on. The roof is just going to be this again, just the floor, which is kind of unfortunate because it's going to deteriorate in the weather, but I don't think we have a flat straw roof, do we? Yeah, no. So the roof is going to go gray. I mean, we're just going to have to be fine with it. It's basically the way that's going to go. Alright, we have made a box. I did the walls opposite this time, so there's a little bit more texture on the outside. So smooth walls are on the inside. I don't know. I mean, considering the material we have to work with, I think it looks decent enough. I need to figure out something to do with the top here, so let's go take a look at that. We have... So I could do, like... This is my original thought, was full walls on the corner. And then half walls the rest of the way. What do we think of that? We could even do, like, crenulations. Something like this. Yeah, let's do the crenulations. I think it looks good enough. No! We gotta put torches up here still, too. Okay. What do we think? I mean, sure. Oh, I got my bridge built. I think the bridge looks pretty fun. Yeah. Now all we gotta do is figure out how we want to put our stuff inside here. So, we could do crafting tables in the middle, and then chests on the outside. I think we need to do it the other way around. I think we do crafting tables on the outside wall, maybe probably this wall, so it's more in the center of the compound, if you will. And then we can do chests kind of up in here. What am I out of? 6. And we could even, if we were feeling so inclined, do like multiple rows of chests. I think we'll stick with one for now, just on the back wall here. We can double stack a bunch of chests. We should be able to get like 4, 8, 16 chests in here. Let's see how that looks. Let's get our crafting stuff in first, though. And then we can put some torches in. Oh, boy. This room is not going to be big enough. I'm thinking we might need more crafting space. I mean, it's easy enough to expand it. If we need to expand in the future, it's easy enough. I think it'll be okay. Why can't you go here? Oh, it's too far from that? Seriously? Okay. And the ads. What are you? Are you also part of this? Oh, you are. I thought you were part of my smithing station. You are part of my smithing station. As is this bucket. Is it not? Space. How much space do you need, bucket? Man. That's super weird. Is it because this thing's, like, awkwardly placed? Yeah, I guess the anvils are just being weird. Okay, well, anvils go in the corner. That's all my crafting items for now, right? Yes. Ooh, I gotta build beehives as well. Oh, the chopping block. Great. Oh boy. How many more crafting items are there? What's next? I think space is going to be a bit of a premium in here. Okay. I mean, for now, everything is where it needs to be. That doesn't count as a roof? Are you kidding me? Oh. That sucks. Is it also... Yeah, you need a roof too. Okay, how can we sneak a roof into here? Okay. That's so annoying. Man, I like those windows. Okay, that's fine. It looks fine outside. Well, fine enough. Okay. Let's build a bunch of chests on this wall. and some torches, and we'll see where we're at. Well, we didn't get 16. We got 12. I mean, I could probably go one higher and put a chest up here as well, but I think for now this is okay. Because we have like the unlimited building materials kind of running on the server, I don't think we're going to run out of chest space. I don't think. Could be some famous last words. Alright, I think that's okay for now. Let's get our stuff in the chest, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to build out a real quick and simple smelting area. It's not even going to have walls, it's just going to have like posts and a roof. And then we'll be done. Done for our early level base anyways. Okay, we're just putting on the finishing touches to our smelter here. And we will be done. Do we want one of these? Or do we want a tall one? Yeah, tall looks a little more fun. Yeah? Alright. Jack it out. Looks pretty good. Oh my god, there's a dude here. I thought you weren't supposed to like light. What are you doing on my base? Jerk store. Cool. Well, on that exciting note, I think it is time to call it for this episode. Because we've been going for a little while now. But yeah, I think everything is looking real nice. I'm very excited to continue on playing. And there's still a little bit I need to do. I need to plant some trees and fix up this area a bit. Hopefully some of this grass grows back. But yeah, for now, I think we are done. I'm quite happy with the way everything turned out. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Oh, Brother Josh has been on too. Oh, Brother Josh is here. He didn't join me on the voice chat. I'm gonna go see what he's up to. Anyhow, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. We'll see you next time. Cheers.